placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So, all right, so let's see what's going on with the water sign placements right now. What do they most importantly need to know? What do the water signs most importantly need to know at this time? Okay, so we got moving on. Somebody could be having a hard time moving on. Thank you. Next. Who had that? Taurus. So you or somebody can have Taurus in their chart. Okay, what else? We got karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So some of you guys, you could be, in their head, overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. You could, some of you guys, if this was like a romantic thing, water signs, this person could be saying that you guys could be friends, but you can't be friends. Or if this is like your actual friends, these could be karmic friends or a karmic friend. Like you may not be able to fully trust this person or trust these people. But we gonna see. One more for the water signs. And then we have played out. The earth signs just had this. And boss daddy. Stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big D energy. Okay, period. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what's moving on? Thank you. Next for water placements. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Some of y'all could have turned your back on somebody, or you could have walked away from them, or they walked away from you. All right, there could be a disconnect, whether this is emotional or physical, but this person still watches you. You guys could have lived together. Y'all could have been married. Okay. Y'all could have really laid down some roots together with this person, maybe even had a child possibly. Or if this is friends, you guys could have really been really close friends. These could be friends or a friend that was there during your biggest achievements, your biggest milestones. With the World card, I feel like a lot of you guys could be completing a big milestone. This could be with school, work, an apprenticeship, an internship of some sort, some type of celebration. There's a completion of something that you're going to be able to celebrate soon. And maybe somebody here that you wanted to be around, or people that you wanted to celebrate with you are not. All right, we'll see. Eight of Swords here, Jupiter and Gemini. What's karmic friends? Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Yeah, the Hermit, Virgo, and the Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy. So this is somebody or people that don't want to disconnect. They don't want to separate when it comes to being friends, because I feel like they still want to be in your business. This is like, oh, well, I don't like you. I'm not going to unfollow you, but I'm still going to try to keep up with you because I want to be in your business. Hermit, Virgo. This could be a Virgo, or you can have Virgo in your chart. Yeah, these are people that want to be affiliated with you still. They want to still have some type of tie or be seen with you, be a part of your success, whatever this is. What's played out? Some of y'all could be ghosting somebody, or somebody could have ghosted you. But with the Death card in reverse, some of you guys could be like trying to, before you completely sever ties with somebody, you could be, or before you completely and permanently end something, you could be trying to like go within and see if that's what you really need to do. Because sometimes you don't always have to, a lot of people will say, oh, you got to cut them off, you got to do this, you got to do that. It really depends. It really depends. So you guys could be trying to, maybe you're trying to take some time and a space. Maybe you're not really talking to somebody, or you're staying, you're being close. You could be being a bit you're being a bit introverted. I'm not going to say antisocial because a lot of people misuse that word. Being antisocial is actually a personality disorder. So I'm going to say maybe you're feeling a bit introverted at this time with the Hermit. The Hermit is an introverted card. It's the loner card. You're trying to get information. You're trying to get some type of inner counsel and inner guidance about the people around you. You're not really sure if you should cut ties, or you just, you don't know what you're trying to make out of whatever this is that you're feeling. What's played out? What's played out? You could be rejecting somebody. Played out. Yeah, somebody could be sad that you don't want them no more, or vice versa. Somebody here is in regret. Played out. Yeah, the star here. Aquarius energy. You or somebody here can have Aquarius in their chart. Something about a person could have been exposed. They could have exposed themselves, or you see somebody clearly. The star card is naked. They're nude. There's nothing to hide under. So it's, yeah, this could have been something romantic for some of y'all. Somebody also could have been quick to judge y'all or quick to ridicule you. What's moving on? What's moving on? Damn. The Wheel of... Somebody's having a hard time moving. Yeah. Somebody's having a hard time moving on from a connection. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Something could have been good on paper, you know, but maybe... yeah, and that's what gets people stuck and caught up, because things are good on paper, or it's like, you know, we've been together for a long time, we've known each other for a long time, or, you know, we got years in, we have a child together, we got business together, we got an image to maintain. So some people keep themselves stuck. With the Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, somebody's having a hard time moving on. And yeah, karmic friends. Or that's family, or that's, you know, whatever. Yeah, the Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody could be projecting that, yeah, this could be a friend. Heavy on the Sagittarius. This could be a friend. Aquarius, Sag, Leo. You or them could have that in their chart. Aries is here. Yeah, somebody could be projecting negativity onto you with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Or there could be some tension. Somebody could be born March 21st. Queen of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sag, March, Pisces, March, Aries. Man or woman. Somebody, the Queen of Wands in reverse is very competitive. They're catty. They're insecure. They're really aggressive, very competitive. Somebody here could be into like competitive sports, or that's where they need to channel that shit at. I feel like when you're competitive like this, you need to go play a sport. Go be part of a fucking sports team. You know, make that trait useful. Okay? Somebody here could be hiding that they're like this, and this could be somebody that's close to you, like a friend, somebody that you thought was a friend. But they're really, this person could even be like a little bitchy. They're a bit snobby as well. You don't know who it is. What's played out? Yeah, Five of Cups. Mars and Scorpio. Yeah, somebody here is in regret. This could be, for some of you guys, this is a friend. It may not be love for most of y'all. It could be. Somebody could be born April 25th, but it could be an ex. But I'm getting heavy about like a friend. But maybe somebody was dealing with somebody's friend. I don't know. What's Eight of Swords? Let me move this because I keep hitting the wire. What's the Eight of Swords? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody made a lot of promises that they couldn't keep. Virgo, Leo here. Somebody could be born in August. Somebody's also really pretentious. You can't depend or rely on this person. But it's like they don't want to, somebody here is playing victim. They don't want to move on or let you guys go. But they don't want to do what they have to do, though. You see something clearly about this person, and that could be why you're cutting them off. You're listening to your intuition. And some of you guys know that this person could be a bit manipulative. They go back and forth. They speak open-endedly. Nothing they really say or do makes sense. They say one thing and then do another. It's hard. This person is not really grounded or stable. It's hard to trust this person. They always change their mind. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Chariot in reverse. Cancerian energy. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, April, Taurus. Somebody here could be having financial or health issues. Heavy on the finances. This could be about like a business, a job, their health. And that could be causing a strain on a relationship or on a connection. Somebody here could be married, or somebody here with the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy, King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of y'all could have been dealing with somebody that was like a cheater, or they can have gambling issues, or something's going on with their money, maybe, or their health, man or woman. Chariot in reverse. Somebody feels stuck. Yeah, somebody could feel stuck in a relationship with somebody. Somebody could be born May 25th, May 7th. Somebody here could feel stuck in a partnership. Or they just keeping themselves stuck. I don't know. Because the way this came out was like in a challenging position. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? That Three of Cups wanted to come out. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Empress and Child. This could... Yeah, somebody could feel like they're stuck to a mother figure. Or father figure, whatever. Justice here. Heavy on the Libra energy. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, you may have a child with this person. Or they have a child with somebody. Taurus, Libra here. There could be an unplanned or unexpected pregnancy. There's some type of unwanted changes that's coming about. Or somebody's having a hard time with change. Somebody doesn't really deal with change well. It makes them really insecure. It makes them come off more domineering, more draining, more overbearing, more clingy. Somebody could be feeling really suffocated. They don't really have much wiggle room to like do something, because some type of change that somebody here didn't expect, or is something just not going somebody's way, is really triggering a person's insecurities. Empress in reverse. Yeah, Queen of Cups here. Heavy on the mother figure energy. Empress in reverse. Who's this Empress in reverse? Yeah, the High Priestess. The Magician in reverse. Virgo, Gemini energy. Somebody could want to move on from a mother figure, but I don't know. Maybe they can't. I don't know. It could be something to do with money. I don't know, to be honest. Pisces, Cancer here with the High Priestess. Heavy Cancerian energy. The High Priestess is secrets. There could be something about a pregnancy or about a mother figure that there is some type of secret, or yeah, it could be some secrets here. Somebody here is also being manipulative. Somebody could be stealing from somebody energetically or physically, materially. Yeah, somebody definitely could be dealing with other people or another person. I said in your last water sign reading that somebody was like taking money and giving it to somebody else, or giving it to something else. It could be an addiction or a person. I did say that. Go watch your last water sign reading. High Priestess. Yeah, the Sun here. Leo. You or somebody can have Leo in their chart. Y'all can have a son with this person, a little boy, 2 boys. Or a boy and girl, but I'm getting something heavy about a boy with the Sun here. What's the Sun? Yeah, the 2 of Wands in reverse. Ugh. So there's a relationship or a connection that's at a stalemate. Mars and Aries. Because something is being exposed. Maybe a person's behavior or something that a person was keeping quiet about is starting to leak out, and is causing some type of stagnancy within a connection. It's like there's feelings here, but energetically something could be out of alignment, or it's just at a stalemate or stagnant. Somebody could be born August 25th. What's the 2 of Cups real quick? Yeah, somebody can't move on. Yeah, somebody feels stuck in a relationship. Somebody feels like they have to, like, Mercury and Aquarius, even despite what somebody knows about a person or despite what they see that they may not like, somebody feels like they have to stay somewhere. I feel like somebody's trying to be optimistic about something with the sun here. They're trying to be positive. But why is the Two of Wands? Because the Two of Wands is a partnership forming. These people are looking in the future. And that's where we get the Three of Wands. With the Three of Wands is a partnership to the next level. It's about growth, expansion. You know what I'm saying? Your ship's coming in, but this is in reverse. So why is that? Two of Wands in reverse. Why is this in reverse? For the water signs under moving on. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse, yeah. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, June. Heavy Cancer in this reading. I'm about to give Cancer an individual reading. June Cancer, June Gemini. Queen of Cups real quick. Maybe somebody feels bad because somebody here is really nice to them, really good to them. Or this could be the mother of this person's child. Or this could be somebody's mother, a sister, a friend. But I'm getting something romantic. Something is romantic. Somebody feels bad about leaving behind somebody because that's the mother of their child, or somebody, or if they were just sleeping together or dealing with each other, they feel bad because somebody has been good to them. So somebody doesn't feel right leaving somebody behind. Somebody could even feel guilty about it. Or somebody could be trying to make somebody feel guilty, but I'm not really getting that. It could be, but Queen of Cups. What's the Queen of Cups, though? Who's that? Yeah, yes. This is, I don't know if somebody could be breaking some type of, somebody wants to break a commitment, but they don't know how to do this. So I don't know if somebody feels this way because they're bored with the Page of Wands in reverse. Somebody feels like something has been completed. Their job here is done. I don't know, but the Three of Swords here is something painful. I feel like the truth hurts. Taurus here with the Hierophant. There could be something that's non-conventional about this relationship or about this situation as a whole. Somebody here also could be into polygamy with the Hierophant in reverse. Or they have some type of outdated, or they have different views about relationships or about this situation here. Maybe somebody feels like they've been misled by a person's personality, or who a person is, or what they were getting into, or how something was going to change and transpire. There could be something that takes a turn for the worse, and maybe somebody just doesn't have the credentials, the skills, something to deal with it. It'd be like that. Especially if this is about like motherhood, like it changes a person. It changes a woman's body, mind. It changes chemical reactions in the brain. It changes a lot here. And maybe somebody just is realizing that they're not equipped for that. But I don't see them leaving though, so I don't know. Maybe somebody doesn't want to marry somebody, or somebody could have eloped. Now with the Six of Swords in reverse, that could have been, somebody here could have eloped. That could be eloping. But then why is the Two of Wands in reverse? That's what I'm saying. Maybe somebody did something to make somebody else happy, but that's not what they really wanted. People do that too. So I don't, whatever. That's... Maybe it's just not for us to know, right? Or maybe it's not for somebody to know right now with the High Priestess. I feel like when things are confusing like that, it's just not the time for somebody to know. The Death, or it's not my place. Who knows? Death in reverse, the Hermit. Yeah, somebody feels guilty. Somebody can have a female friend that they talk to, that they confide in, that, or somebody in their family, or I'm getting more so a friend that is really jealous that's really in competition with this person, or really wants this person, or really is in competition with you or some shit like that. And this person, I don't know what they telling this person. This person is sneaky. They not a real friend. I feel like somebody doesn't want to see you and somebody together for real. But they listen. I don't know why they listen to this person. Nine of Swords, Mars and Gemini. Yeah, King of Cups. The King and Queen of Cups. There's love here. But it's like there's love here. It's like something is at one level, but it's not going to the next for whatever reason. Or somebody here is stalling, or they're changing their mind, or there's some type of stagnancy. Or somebody's, even if somebody did take it to the next level, even if somebody did marry somebody, or did move in with somebody, or they did commit, or they did whatever, emotionally somebody's not really, there's something going on here. Maybe somebody only did something to serve another person, to make another person happy, but that's not what they really wanted to do. But maybe they're codependent. Maybe somebody has an issue with self-expression. They're a people pleaser. They're insecure. They don't want to be abandoned, so they're just going to do it because they'd rather not be alone. They don't want to be abandoned, or they don't want to abandon somebody or be abandoned. But something is not going to work down the line. It's going to be a whole bunch of conflict. And it's going to cause somebody to be really resentful about the situation. So, and that's why I said in one of your other readings, I wouldn't force something. Somebody could be doing something out of fear, or they're worried. King of Cups here. Somebody's confiding in their friends, but they're not confiding in who they're supposed to be confiding to and being honest with. And that's what's going to cause resentment. Because they're going to be just doing things just to make another person happy. It's not what they really want to do. But if they tell their partner what's on their mind and how they feel, they can avoid, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Libra, October, Scorpio. King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups like that? What's going on with this King of Cups? Yeah, somebody's masking, or they're hiding their feelings here. Somebody could be in love with somebody's friend. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody could be into somebody's friend, man or woman. Yeah, somebody can have a crush on somebody that's close to a person. And they're trying to, like, I guess, like, suppress it or whatever the case is. So somebody could be mad at their friend, but it's like, don't be mad at me. I don't want your man. I don't want your girl. They want me. They looking at me, or they got something to do with me. I barely notice them. I don't give a damn. I don't want them. You know? But I do feel like somebody here could be throwing rocks and hiding their hands. Somebody's sneaky. I don't know if it's this masculine. This could be somebody's male friend, female friend, somebody's partner. Somebody's sneaky, though. Knight of Swords here, Gemini, Taurus. Somebody could be a May Taurus, May Gemini. Somebody also could be easily distracted. This could even be somebody's brother or a male friend, actually, with the King of Cups that they're talking to that's not really giving them the best advice. And this person could be older than them, so they just think that their advice is just gold. What's the Knight of Swords in reverse? Somebody here is a follower, and that could be a problem. Yeah, somebody, Four of Cups. Somebody's completely ignoring their intuition. Completely. Moon in Cancer. Somebody's completely ignoring it. Yeah, and that's why the Three of Wands in reverse. Something's not going to go to the next level. Somebody's ignoring their intuition. They're taking advice from somebody else, or they're not. If it's not about a person not taking their, if it's not about somebody taking somebody else's advice and being a follower, this could be somebody that's not confronting something that's really bothering them inside. They're trying to avoid it. They're trying to, like, ignore it, and it's causing tension. And for some of you guys, it could be something to do with their friend. It doesn't help that it's a person. This person already struggles with being a follower, asserting themselves, taking action, being direct and being honest, because they don't like to hurt nobody's feelings. So, you know, you may see this person as like a coward, but I don't think it's out of malice. I just think somebody just doesn't, somebody here even battle with rejection. They don't like feeling rejected, or they don't like being rejected. They don't like the fear of rejection. So they'll go along with things to appease other people. But here's the thing, you can't please everybody. So if their friend tells them, oh, bro or sis, I think you should do this, they're going to do a little bit of that. If you want them as their partner, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, fiance to do this, they're going to do a little bit of that. And that's why this person is like it's like they live a double life. That's why they talk very open-ended. They talk in ways to where they can change their mind at any time, and you can't really hold them accountable to it. They don't really speak indefinite, and that could be the issue. I don't think it's out of malice. I just think they could be a bit manipulative, but I don't think it's to be evil. I think it's more so it's something going on with somebody. I don't know. But Queen of Wands in reverse. Hopefully that makes like sense. If y'all with the Queen of Wands in reverse, somebody also could be feeling, there could be a friend of yours who feels ignored. They're not getting they're not getting the attention that they want from you or from somebody. Queen of Wands in reverse. They could be used to the attention being on them. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is here. And the Hangman in reverse. Seven of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus, the Hangman, Pisces. The Hangman in reverse could be a negative pattern on repeat, just like the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This could even be a lack of perspective. Somebody can't really see where a person is coming from with something. This could be a lack of interest, and it can also be stagnancy. Somebody could feel like, somebody could be mad that somebody chose you and not them, I guess. Or you're getting something they're not. I don't know. Some of y'all about to become a wife, Queen of Pentacles. Or you're about to be in a committed relationship if you're not already. But hey, Kimberly, Grand Rising. What's the Seven of Pentacles upright with the Hangman in reverse? Somebody's waiting for somebody to become disinterested in you, to not, if it's not a friend, you know, somebody can have, this could be a man who has a female friend and she's waiting on, like, she's like waiting her turn, I guess. Or this could be a man who has a male friend and who, I don't know, or a woman that has a male friend, or a man that has a female friend, or it could be a man that has a same-sex friend, whatever. But somebody's waiting. Somebody's very competitive. They're waiting with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, okay, any day now. When is this person going to lose interest? When are they going to leave this person? When are they... Yeah, this could be something to do with their friend who's single. A male friend, female friend. I don't know. Seven of Pentacles upright with the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, Five of Wands is competition. Yeah, y'all got competition, and y'all don't even know it. That's what's crazy. You over here minding your business. You over here trying to move forward in a relationship, and you wondering why this person acting this way, or why another person. You know, why somebody, either a friend or somebody close to you, or this other person or somebody on their end is whatever, and it's because there's competition. Somebody sees another person as competition, unbeknownst to them. Five of Wands. Somebody wants to be the only person that has somebody's interest, or that's doing something. Saturn and Leo. What's the Five of Wands? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Somebody's like comparing something. Somebody could be, now we have the Empress and Queen of Cups, and we have the Queen of Wands here, and we have a King. Somebody's in a relationship or a partnership or a connection. I don't know who this Queen of Wands is on the side here, or who this Queen of Wands is here. I don't know if somebody here is living a double life. Somebody here is juggling. I don't know. Or this could be a different side to somebody. So this Queen of Wands in reverse could be the same person as this Empress in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups upright that somebody's dealing with. I don't know. But the Two of Pentacles is about juggling. Somebody could be dealing with a friend of somebody's, man or woman. Or there's like somebody that may introduce you to somebody. Oh, this is my homegirl, this is my homeboy. But that person don't really respect or fuck with whatever you and this person got going on. They just don't. Or somebody's jealous. Sagittarius. Sagittarius got 222. You or this person can have Sag in their chart. Somebody could be comparing. Somebody here could be bored. They're disinterested in whoever they're dealing with, but they're not going to say anything. Like I said, they're gonna just juggle, have something on the side whenever I don't know. Or that's what somebody here is being guided. Somebody here could be giving somebody advice to do that. Like, that shit is crazy. Or somebody could be like, I don't care if you got a girl, you know, or I don't care if you got a man type shit. What's the star? I don't care if you got a wife or a husband or a family. What's the star? Yeah. There's an energy of comparison. Yeah, the World card. You're about to close out a cycle here. Fixed sign energy. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Somebody here could be playing both sides in their two-face. Yeah, the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, July Cancer, July Leo. Queen. There could be a broken family dynamic or family secrets. Somebody could be having a sexual, the King and Queen of Wands, they're very sexual. So this could be a sexual relationship or a sexual connection or whatever somebody got going on somewhere else. There's a romantic aspect here, King and Queen of Cups with the Two of Cups. But maybe with the Two of Wands in reverse, maybe somebody is not really a person's type physically. That could be that too. You know, people, you know what's crazy? I knew somebody when I was a trainer that, I'm not going to say names or signs or anything like that because you never know who's watching. But he would tell me, this was before he got married. Was he engaged or was he, I don't know, but he, you know, he's married now. But anyways, he would tell me that him and his friends, his cousins, his friends, they would go on these boy trips. They would go travel. And they met these group of women who had husbands and boyfriends of their own, and they will all just have like these orgies or have sex in the same room. So it became a repetitive thing. So every time they would book their trips around a certain time, and you know, I just want to say that a lot of people feel like they can't be friends with single or unmarried people. But that's not always the case because, again, this person, he was in a relationship, committed, soon to be married, and so was his homeboy, so was his friends that he was traveling with, and those women that he met they would meet up with Miami and whatever states and cities and countries. Those women were married and had husbands and boyfriends too, and so married people cheat with other married people. People in relationships cheat with other people in relationships. Hey, eye of Drake, or Drake, I don't know. But hey, girl, hey. I'm usually at work and miss you. So glad I caught a live, period, girl. So I feel like somebody could be living a double life. Somebody may love one person, but then they step out with somebody else. King and Queen of Wands in reverse. And both of these people could be cheating on their partners with each other. I feel like both people could be living you know what I'm saying? So if this is a man cheating with a woman, she's cheating on her man as well. Or if a woman is cheating with a guy, he has a girl and he's cheating too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, eyes of Drake. Oh, hey, girl, or Drake. Is it Drake? Okay. The World. So, yeah. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Somebody about to get left out. When this comes out and this gets exposed, somebody here is going to be getting left out. Maybe somebody's in an open relationship, or they should just open up their relationship, I guess, or marriage, or whatever this is, instead of all of this back and forth juggling and secrecy. Maybe it's the woman here that's cheating. Because the Queen of Wands in reverse is a cheater. She is a hoe. So maybe it's the woman that's cheating. I don't know. Maybe somebody's not really attracted to somebody like that. They love somebody, or even if they're not in love, or they don't love them. There's more emotional safety. There's more emotional stability. But that's not really who they're sexually attracted to. People do that all the time. Whether they married, got kids, it don't matter. And women do it too. It's not just men. And if they're good friends, those are like siblings in my book, almost so that incestuous as well. Yeah, it does become incestuous. Some of y'all could be at a distance from this person, or somebody could like to travel. Somebody could be an Aquarius here. Something about Aquarius season. What's the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Somebody may... So... Why not just leave? It's selfish. No, because they both do it to each other. I know situations like that where they both don't want to break up. They don't want to move out. They want to live together still and see other people. I know people that do that personally. That's just what they want to do. They're emotionally attached to each other. They have history together. They have a child or kids together. It's just better for the kids or for the child to have two parents in the house. It could be financial reasons. A lot of people are only with people. Most people are in very codependent relationships. A lot of people are not really in real relationships. They're in relationships to help pay bills. There was nothing else better to do. They had sex and then a child came about, or it's comfort, it's codependency. That's what most of these, and that's why these situations end up this way. That's why they turn out this way. The logical thing to do would be to leave, but somebody here could be too codependent, too insecure, a lot of people don't want to be single. And none of us are meant to be single. We're not meant to go through life by ourselves. And I always say I don't think it's healthy to be single too long, but I also don't think it's healthy to rush into relationships or to force situations that are played out. Something could be played out and somebody don't want it to be. They want to hold on to it for whatever reason. They're comfortable. They gotten used to somebody. Some people feel like it's just easier to cheat than it is to leave or divorce or break up, or you know what I'm saying? Especially if there's like a child or kids involved, money, it complicates things, I guess. Or codependency. So y'all could be seeing 555. I almost dropped my book. Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, September, Libra, Queen of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. So all these queens could be this Empress in reverse. Oh, you know what I'm getting to? Maybe somebody cares about somebody, loves somebody, but maybe what's missing is something sexual. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, maybe somebody doesn't really know how to do certain things, or maybe that they're not into certain things sexually like their ex was, or like this other sexual partner was. That's why they say too much experience sexually can be like a downside, because it makes it hard for people to be satisfied, and it makes it hard for people to like pair bond for real. So I understand why that could be a thing. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. December, Capricorn. Somebody can have a wife, a girlfriend, a baby mother, or whatever that they have, but then they have somebody on the side. Or this could be a woman. It's like the stability is there, maybe financially, intellectually, emotionally, but something with the physical or sexual somebody's not satisfied with. Somebody also could really be into same sex. Somebody here could be bisexual too. Maybe they're into their friend or their friend is into them. I don't know. Queen of Pentacles. So whatever somebody's really into, they don't feel like it's socially acceptable, or won't be acceptable in this situation. Oh my God, your last water sign reading. I said that. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to go watch that. Hold on. The water sign reading I did almost 3 days ago. Okay. It says somebody trying to cover up what's unacceptable and shady. So somebody, and this could be a woman that's trying to cover this up. It may not even be the man. Maybe the man thinks he's just being paranoid, or somebody could be gaslighting this man like, oh no, you're just insecure, you're paranoid, you're jumping to conclusions, but really he's not. Go watch that last water sign reading, the most recent one. Because I said, and on the feminine side here, it was about, there's the high priestess here, there's secrets. It could be about a pregnancy or just about a feminine, that somebody here could be dealing with a false feminine. They're not really a divine feminine. They could just be a mother or a mother figure. Everybody's not an empress or an emperor. Sometimes the empress and emperor comes out as just mother and father figures or older people. That's it. Child. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Mars and Capricorn. Somebody wants their cake and to eat it too. Who, man or woman? Don't think it's just men. It's women that do it too. Somebody wants their cake and to eat it too. They want the image of family, of a commitment, but they're not really, they don't want to be loyal for real. They want their kids, or their child to have a two-parent household, or they want to be able to post certain pictures and they want to be able to relate to certain things traditionally, but they live in a double life. They got secrets. Man or woman who could be doing this, I don't know. But Three of Pentacles in reverse, because he wants a man. Could be. Or this could be a woman who's into women, I don't know. Or a woman who's cheating with another man. Or a man cheating with another man or another woman. I don't know. But Three of Pentacles in reverse, somebody has a lot of insecurities here. I also feel like somebody feels like they've accomplished something by being a mother, being a wife, being in a long-term relationship, being engaged, having something on paper. Somebody feels like having something on paper can cover up whatever that they're hiding, or whatever that who they really are at the core. Five of Cups. Yeah, the King of Wands in reverse, child. The Ten of Cups in reverse. There's a family secret here. Or a fake-ass relationship, a fake-ass family dynamic. Yeah, there's a child involved for some of y'all. Somebody also, yes, child. Yep, she gonna hide his secrets just to be married. Yeah, women do that for men. They'll hide a man's secrets as long as the man gives them the traditional image and benefits. The minute somebody no longer benefits from something, or they're not receiving something, then they're going to hold it over this person's head, blackmail them, whatever the case is. But as long as somebody getting what they want, they don't care. They don't care what somebody do. Their kid got both their parents in the house. They'll fake a whole family dynamic or relationship just to avoid a disaster or avoid a tower, with this Tower in reverse, Ten of Cups and King of Wands in reverse. Maybe both of these people cheat on each other, or they both they both not really sexually into each other. So I don't know, one or the other. But the Queen and King of Wands in reverse. Something could even be abusive for some of you guys, not all of you. Somebody here may regret having a family with somebody, or doing something with a person. There could be abuse. The King and Queen of Wands in reverse is extremely abusive, and the Ten of Cups in reverse is an unhappy family unit. It's domestic. There's no domestic bliss. Somebody is not a happy home. And I feel like all of that staying for the kids, that shit is played out. That shit is played the fuck out. Especially when it's more harm than good for the child or kids or people involved. Mars and Pisces with the Ten of Cups in reverse, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, July Leo. Yeah, Tower in reverse. Somebody's there. And then go look at the fire sign reading. No, it was the Sag reading about their fake-ass relationship. Somebody's in some fake-ass relationship or a fake-ass marriage, and they're trying to avoid a tower. They're trying to cover something up. Somebody's trying to polish themselves or polish a situation up hide it, whatever. Tower in reverse, the King of Wands, Ten of Cups, and Tower in reverse. Yeah, the Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm telling y'all, the worst is yet to come. There's an inevitable Tower here. Tower in reverse. Yeah, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody's going to keep themselves stuck because they care about image. It's like, well, it looks good on paper. It looks good to society. As long as I'm able to post, I can fake brag about somebody or fake brag about something. We can take our family pictures and we can, you know, I can relate to being married or relate to being partnered or relate to whatever, but it's fake. Whether they know it or not, whether they want to accept it or see it or not, it's fake. She knows, I know her man, that wants to be my man, truth. Yeah. And somebody could be seeing you as competition, but don't get mad at other people because you can't control your dog-ass man or your dog-ass woman. Like, that's nobody else's fault. Somebody here can't sit still with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody could be a November Sag, a November Scorpio, man or woman. That's nobody's fault but yours. Get your person on a leash. Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody here did something reckless. Yeah, and it's going back. Something's going to backfire. Somebody's trying their hardest to hold on to some type of stability or unit or whatever this Four of Wands is. And they got all these secrets and all this shit that they keep into themselves. Somebody here knows that somebody here got some addictions, bad habits, something maybe even with their sexuality and all types of deception and illusion. They don't care. Somebody's not going to care until this other person leaves them first. Then they're going to care. And then they're going to want to make it hard and make somebody feel like you're not a real man, you're not a real this, you're not a real that, or you're not a real woman, or whatever people say and do. I need to stop trying to understand something that's understood. She won baby trapping. He's stuck and never is going to change. They're happy doing whatever they're doing together. Yeah, and I'm just here healing, protecting myself from the worst. From the wolves. Yeah. Yeah, it'll make no sense this is what works for certain people. It'll make sense trying to figure out why people still together. Why don't they just leave? They're not. They're not. Somebody also could be lazy. Somebody here, they feel accomplished, they feel stable, they feel secure where they're at. They're not going to leave. Whether they know something is good for them or not, whether they know that they got secrets or not, they're not going to leave. Oracle messages, it's no point. Somebody don't care. Lonely and misunderstood. Somebody don't want to be lonely. They like, I'd rather this than to be single or to be a single parent or to be divorced or to not have a man or not have a woman. At least I have something. And some people are okay with that. That it is what it is. It is going to backfire at some point and that somebody here is going to be in regret. But that's for them to deal with. That's not, that's for them to figure out. That's their situation, their household, resentment. Lying and deceptive behavior, fearful of the unknown. So many people are too scared to, whatever. That's fine. I don't want to be single like them. I don't want to be divorced. I don't want to be a single parent. I don't want to be like my friends, or I don't want to be like my family member, or whatever the case is. It's like, okay, cool. You don't have to be. You don't gotta do shit you don't want as a grown adult. You can do whatever the hell you want. But when this backfires and you still don't get your way for real, and you still got to deal with the consequences, and you're going to be stuck with whatever this is, and you're not going to like it, you're going to have to remember your choices and remember your reason for denying something or hiding something, lying, trying to cover shit up. You're going to have to be okay with that. Throwing people under the bus to save this fake shit, you're going to have to be okay with that. Throwing your family or friends under the bus to preserve something or someone that's not really it for real. Like, you're going to have to deal with that and deal with the consequences, karma, and everything that comes with it. The tables always turn. So enjoy it while it lasts. What else? Yeah, unable to express yourself. I feel like somebody here struggles with that. So instead of doing that, they just go off and do shit, or they let resentment build up. What's lonely and misunderstood? Yeah, materialistic. Maybe somebody's materialistic. Somebody's like, I'm not about to be on welfare or on food stamps. I'm not about to be having to do this or having to do that. I'm going to keep my man. I'm going to keep my woman. It's cheaper to keep her. Whatever the case is. Somebody could be materialistic. Somebody could be superficial. They don't care. Somebody does not care. They don't care about the truth. Somebody rather be fed lies and rather, they don't care. Resentment, they don't care. Guarded because of past hurt. And maybe somebody has dealt with a lot of trauma, and this may not seem as bad as what they've gone through with their ex, or what they've gone through in their old marriage or their old relationship or a previous connection. So you gotta also understand that some people, they have a higher tolerance for certain things. It may seem crazy to you. It may not seem that bad to them. It's better somebody here, I'm going to keep my family together by any means because I didn't have my parents together growing up. And, we struggled and we went through this and I saw my mom go through that or I saw my dad go through that. So I don't care. And some people don't care. Some people, y'all got to understand something. And I'm not condoning this by any means, but you guys have to, y'all got to understand some people are okay with certain things. I don't, it's not even that deep, but some people are just okay with certain things. Real shit. What works for you is not going to work for them. What works for them is not going to work for you. And what works for you won't work for them, right? But, whatever. It is what it is. Unable to express yourself. Yeah, lack of purpose or direction. You may know something is not right, it's not proper. Somebody is self-sabotaging themselves or sabotaging something, or they're going to pay for it later. Who cares? Who cares? It's really not your business. It's really not our business what people do with their lives. Whether they're your ex, your baby daddy, baby mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. It's nobody's business. What a person decides to commit to, what and who they decide to commit to, what and who they decide to do in their household and outside that. It's not our business. I don't condone it. I wouldn't be doing it or tolerating it, but everybody has their own tolerance for shit. Some people, peace is more important than having to cover up and having to put a facade for social media and for the world, where some people feel like it's more stress to be alone. And to be a single parent, or to be a divorcee, or you know what I'm saying. So, for some people, it's just easier to run around with their head chopped off. I guess. I'm not here. He left me for this. I'm living with the abandonment triggers every single day. He literally sacrificed me, tried to keep me on the leash, but I forced myself to leave. Yeah, the embassy extends greetings to all. Okay, hey, embassy. Once you stop trying to understand people and their dynamics and what they got going on and who they got it going on with, you can let go. Stop comparing, try not to compare yourselves, or what do they have that I don't, and why are they tolerating that, or why are they pushing me away? I'm their blood, I'm their closest friend, and they're pushing me away for this man or this woman who I know is this, that, and the third behind the scenes. Who cares? Let them find that out down the line. Somebody has not learned from some type of mistake. They're gonna have to, somebody is comfortable and feels it's more natural and more safe for them to be in whatever this cycle is. Somebody hasn't learned from their mistakes. Somebody here thinks something is better than their past situation because maybe something is not as evident, or it's not as toxic, it's not as abusive, or somebody, is not as whatever. So they're going to deal with it. But somebody hasn't learned from their mistakes with that 3 of Pentacles in reverse. And they're going to have to deal with that. It is what it is. I feel like somebody's choice, lifestyle, partner, their behavior and how they're going about things reflects that they have not learned from something. So, oh well. This is your reading, water signs. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.